President Tinubu don't travel go France again, this time for a 2 weeks working visit. This will make the number 5 time the president they travel go France less than 2 years as president. Earlier this year he was in France. Last year November he was on a state visit to France. About January, February 2024 he was in France. Shortly after his inauguration 2023 he was also in France.
Nigeria, wake up. Your future has been sold before you were even born.
But the most shocking part of this current working visit, now the statement put out to me by the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Mr. Bayo Ononuga. They say for this working visit, the president will use the period to appraise the midterm, performance of his government, to also reflect on the performance of his government, and that the retreat period will also deepen other reforms for the country. I say, wow, Nigeria is not a real place, so. Nigerian leaders are the luckiest set of people in the world. Nigerian politicians are the luckiest human beings anywhere in the world because they can do anything and there will be no consequences. There are no consequences for whatever Nigerian politicians do. And the mere fact that the president's advisor put out this kind of statement shows you the level of see finish where they don't see Nigerians, and to see that we are intellectually incapacitated to put out this kind of unfortunate statements and release. That is a president of a sovereign nation with 36 states and FCT with 774 local governments want to reflect and retreat on his own performance as a leader, and none of these 774 local governments they okay for the president. He need to wear clothes, enter plane with taxpayer money, and jet to a foreign country to reflect about his performance of his country from that foreign country. Hey, Nigerians, there is not level of see finish way past this one. Who do us like this? Who do me like this, Nigeria? And the mere fact where we say we as Nigerians don't they okay with this kind of irresponsible leadership makes it even more unfortunate. Nigerians, we are so used to bad leadership where we say if we see good leadership, we may not be able to recognize or appreciate it. So as it is now, I hope by the end of President Tinubu leadership, he go down build Nigeria reach the level where we say when the French president for France won't reflect about his country, he go travel come Nigeria to reflect about his policy of France from Nigeria. Nigeria, but then again, there is a track record now. Not be him be the first. Buhari not do pass this one. Buhari was going to London to treat ear infection. His doctors were in London. There was a time he spent more than 3 months for London. What thing happened? At the end, the confidence be saying that INEC now they get as their backbone. No matter the calamity of leadership you provide, you can rig yourself back into power because the people you don't even need their participation for INEC to declare results. And tomorrow Buhari can even write a book about democracy. Nigeria is not a real place. Nigeria is a simulation. And then when you get up to speak about these irregularities, you become the problem. So the president want to reflect about in policy. There have been 30 days ranting challenge from youth. You come less than 2 years into your leadership, you increase price of fuel, increase electricity tariff, cost of living, insecurity, everything going on. Not one word from the president. But even if he speak, waiting you go talk. You travel, go overseas to go retreat. Meaning Nigeria are not okay to retreat. Those of us where they here, now mad with the mad. Now only mad people feel sit down here. This place is not reflectable. For you to reflect, you need to travel overseas. President want retreat, you not go Edo. For where today APC don't they come out openly, they talk saying that because of PDP they kill the 16 people. Politicizing an issue of insecurity and injustice in the country. You want to retreat, you not travel to Akure where people have been protesting, they killing their citizens by herdsmen. You not go Benue, Plateau, Zamfara. The entire northeast, northwest, the entire country is a theater of blood. But you travel overseas for you to go and reflect. Nigeria, the only confidence and arrogance where these politicians get now INEC. If you don't reflect, you don't reform INEC, there is nothing we are doing. Because whether you do it or not, whether you like it or not, they will know how to get themselves back into power. On this INEC reform, I stand. For other countries, when crisis happen and a leader don't travel, he go cut short in trip, come back to come attend to the crisis. For my country, when there is crisis at home, the president dresses or board a plane and travel overseas to reflect on that crisis of his country from a foreign land. A round of applause for Nigerian politicians. The thing when they go do for France, one day Nigerians go, no, God go help all of us and this country go better. This Nigeria, me and I here, we live here. Nigeria must work in our lifetime. May Nigeria find the courage to liberate ourselves, or we decide to remain in perpetual slavery. You know one day. The people where they kill for Benue and for Plateau, they no protest. This country all die na die. We either decide to help ourselves or we continue to receive the kind of leadership, rudderless leadership and irresponsible leadership that we get. Because now the way you sit down, now so cameraman go continue to snap you. Eku in your President Tinubu, Eku Farada in your more Nigeria, Eku reflection.
Nigeria, wake up. Your future has been sold before you were even born. They need to revoke the contract they signed with Share. See, Share have tied down this country. Share is the one ruling this country. You think it is the people we are saying ruling? They are not the one ruling. If not for that reason, what is happening in Borno? Will you compare it to what happened in River State? Because Share, Chevron, and other foreign bodies are in River State. They matriculate the president to put state of emergency on that state. Why? Because the interest of Share and Chevron is there. The economy that controls the country is there. See, if you feel say this thing not concern us, at the end of it, our children go inherit this same problem. A country that oil flow like river, and they become one of the most poorest countries in Africa. With children we express it. Let me tell you for free. The Nigerian leaders, they need the help of the youth to remove share. Why? Because share has tied them down. Both the president of this country, all the leaders, the senate, all of them, they don't have any say. It is we that we tell share to go. The 30 days rant is for share and chevron. Share and chevron has query to answer to Nigeria youth. We are the one that owns oil. We are the highest debtor in Africa. Share, we need an answer from you people. We need to know the people that signed this oil deal with you people, that put Nigeria into suffering, that put us into where we are. This oil deal, you people signed it with Dubai, but you signed it in a platform that Dubai government is they are enjoying it. Why did you people sign we own the way that we will be suffering from it? We need accountability. We need to know where these people signed this deal and the people that signed it with them. If share refuse to leave Nigeria, we need to resign the contract with them. The kind of contract that share signed with Dubai, sign with Qatar, that is the kind of contract we need. If Shell refuse to sign the deal with us, Nigeria government should close the deal with Shell and bring every one of them to come and resign a new contract. That is what Yaradua wanted to do. The silent team, good luck, wanted to revoke all the oil well contract. The silent good luck. So these things is the work of Shell and Chevron. They need to revoke every contract. We Nigeria youth, we need to force them. They must do it. But if you wait for Nigeria government, their hand has been tied. They don't have the strength, they don't have the power.
The failed attempt to recall Natasha Akpabio, the senator representing Kogi Central from the Nigerian Senate, has been met with reactions. The Independent National Electoral Commission stated on Thursday that the recall petition did not meet the constitutional requirements because the number of constituents who signed the petition fell short of 50% of the registered voters in her senatorial district. INEC, however, maintained that the Constitution does not limit the number of times a lawmaker can be recalled. While in a Facebook post, Natasha described the development as a victory and dedicated it to Nigerians. Let's take Natasha's post on Facebook. She wrote, "On God, it's victory for the people of Nigeria. One battle down, 2 more to go. Deep gratitude to my beloved husband, awesome support team, magnificent people of Kogi Central, and the great people of Nigeria at large. INEC Nigeria, you did well." Well, in the meantime, Senator Akpabio has dared the Senate President, Akpabio, to press charges over the death threat allegation she levied against him during her rally in Kogi State on Tuesday. Well, Natasha spoke on live television saying that her utmost priority is to remain alive. Let's take a look.
What is important to me is to stay alive, because dead men tell no tales. And God forbid, if I had not come out, and if I don't speak about this, and something happens, and they succeed in their plan, how again, like, I tell you, there were actually three conversations that happened that day. I spoke only about 2. The third one was quite minute, which is that they should prepare to field in someone who will, just in case I want to contest in 2027, some strong person who will clinch the ticket for me during the primaries. That's the third part of it. The first was my recall. The second was to eliminate me. The third was to put in someone who will take the ticket from me in 2027 if I want to contest. So if you are doubting the recall that we just experienced, are you getting my point?
Are you able to prove this? That's the point. I mean, anyone can make an allegation, but the issue is, are you able to prove it when it comes to it?
Let us get to that bridge. I'm hearing that the Senate President wants to sue me for that. I will tell him to go ahead. We'll meet and we'll cross that bridge.
INEC, the Independent and Electoral Commission, said that the petition to recall Senator Natasha Akpabio did not meet the requirements. Now, before now, they also said that the petition has met the requirements. Now, the question is, who is confused? Is INEC confused? Is somebody paying them somewhere? Or are they dancing to the music being played by somebody we don't know? Anyway, let me explain.
What I see INEC doing is aiding and guiding the petitioners on how to perfect their illicit acts. The first time the petition was submitted, they didn't have address, phone numbers, and all of that. So INEC went out to guide them on how to submit information that will perfect their petition.
Now, let's quickly go back on why this whole issue is happening. Why do they want to recall Senator Natasha Akpabio? This whole issue started when Senator Natasha Akpabio and the Senate President, Akpabio, had their issue about, I accuse you, you do me this, you know, do me that, you harass me, you know, harass me. You all know that issue. Now, fast forward to today. Some people in Kogi State from her constituency, Kogi Central constituency, said that they want to recall her. Anyway, they started the process. Although, why at that process? Some people also came out to say that they were not aware that, in fact, they were manipulated or deceived to come and sign some petition and some papers, which they later abandoned and did not sign because they promised them rice. Remember, promised them rice, which is weaponizing poverty. Now, let's continue. So after they abandoned signing that paper, so some people again who initiated that process of recalling her went back to a room where we saw a video where they were signing that paper by themselves. At the end of the day, they said they got 280,000 signatures and petitions to recall Senator Natasha Akpabio, which in quotes might be the requirement that INEC sets to recall a senator. Anyway, they submitted it to the INEC, and INEC released a statement 24 hours later stating that the document that was submitted to them did not meet the requirement because it does not have signatures and contact details. Now, 24 hours later, INEC also said that the contact details and signatures has been submitted. Now, the question was, how did INEC get the signature and contact of more than 208,000 people within the space of 24 hours? How? The question was still not answered after Senator Natasha planned to do homecoming, which they were planning, and there was a statement released by the Kogi State government stating that there will be state movement, no gathering, and all that. Even the police went ahead and warned her not to visit. But anyway, the people who willingly or who voluntarily voted for her, they came out, and most roads were blocked to Kogi State or to her constituency. Surprisingly, she arrived there with helicopter. So she arrived, they did not know that she was going to do that. She landed like Superman and had her homecoming program, and they enjoyed herself and left. So 24 hours later, INEC released another statement stating that document that was submitted to them, which they said they've seen the contact and the information and all that, that is no longer qualified. That contact or that document, that petition, do not qualify to recall Senator Natasha Akpabio, meaning that she cannot be recalled now because they did not meet the requirement again. This time around, is not the contact, is not the signatures, but in all clarification, in all details, according to INEC Independent Electoral Commission, they said that document, no midterm. So that which they submitted cannot recall Senator Natasha. Now, for some of you that will be asking questions that what is recall? Why are they recall? Recalling is we voted you to go and represent us as our senator, speak for us, represent our constituency, carry our problem to the National Assembly, carry our problem to the Senate, and present to the president, speak for us. Now, if you're not doing well, we also reserve the power to call you back, to recall you, meaning that we'll say we no do again. The same way we voted for you, we'll also vote again that you come back home so that we can send another person. I hope you understand what it means to recall. We voted you in, we can also vote you out, which every Nigerian have the power. As long as you vote anybody in Nigeria democratically, you can also vote them out. The only person you cannot vote out in Nigeria is the ministers. They were all appointed by the president or by the governors. The governors appointed commissioners. The president appointed the ministers. You understand? But the governors, the president, you can vote them out. How you can vote out the president and the governors is by calling back your senators or your House of Rep members. Then your House of Rep members will now initiate the process to either impeach the president or impeach the governor. I hope I made it clear. Anyway, Nigerians are currently looking for this madam who facilitated or fronts the whole process of recalling Senator Natasha Akpabio. Now that her effort has now been in vain. What next, madam? Whose mother is she? Whose sister is she? Whose auntie is she? And whose wife is she? That is the question Nigerians are asking. What is she in this whole situation? What is her role? And who is funding and protecting or probably sponsoring her? Anyway, that is the question that's still not yet answered. A lot of Nigerians are also suggesting that Senator Natasha Akpabio should run on a single ticket with Peter Obi in 2027. That they might win. I don't know about that, but you watching this video, do you think that can happen or do you think it's possible?
This is why they are fighting this woman with all their strength. Now, Akpabio, the Senate President, former Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello and the current Governor Ododo put together, they cannot even defeat this woman. That is in a fair election. Now, I'm beginning to, support women in politics. The truth is, I think this woman should even forget about that senatorial position and go for presidency or probably run as vice president to Peter Obi, because I'm beginning to feel that even women may do more better in politics in Nigeria than men. Let me tell you the reason why. They've given these men, time over the years, and you can see that they failed the country, right? Even right now in Nigeria, Buhari cannot recognize the country that he destroyed. Yes, he was the one that destroyed this country, and he cannot even recognize the country he destroyed under the current administration. And many of you are not still supporting this woman. The moment somebody is vocal in Nigeria to stand against corruption, there are a lot of people who are not still supporting them. The truth is, I think Nigerians are the problem of this country, because if you people did not back up these politicians, they will not even have the right to do what they are doing right now. This woman is more like, somebody who is fighting against corruption. And the more reason why they don't want to see her, because she's standing against their corrupt attitude. And many of them in the National Assembly are not free from corruption. Just take a good look at what she did in her constituency, just in a space of 2 years, and check what other senators have done. You discover that they will never like this woman, because many Nigerian politicians are only there for their pockets. Let us know what you think about this video in the comment section. And if you love this country, share this video, because this woman is actually a great woman, and she has written her name in Nigerian history. That is just the bigger truth. Her name is written on the sand of this country. Believe me, if everybody are vocal and then are fearless like this woman, we are going to have a better democracy and a better country. But some persons are fearful, right? They are not even. But some persons are trying to play the game of safety. They don't want to come out to speak. And the moment we keep quiet and nobody is saying anything, this thing is going to encroach to the doors of everybody. And you come to realize that you are living in a country where there will be no opposition. You are going to be in democracy where it is like military. I don't know what you think about this whole video. Just share your opinion.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And please, my love, don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified whenever I post a video. I love you. See you in my next video. Bye.